Hey, what's up, YouTuber? It's me again. And yeah, guess what today is, guys? Today is actually going to be a very special day, actually, because I'm about to review something pretty big. And this is something I wanted to review for a very long time. And it's based on this one documentary that I watched on YouTube, which I fucking fell in love with, and I loved it. And that documentary is called One Man Metal. And I gotta say, that was amazing. For these three black metal bands that actually live in isolation from the whole world and nobody knows them. Until now, we get to see who they are and what they look like and how they do all of this. And the albums I'm going to review are that I bought on Hell's Headbangers not long ago are these three phenomenal albums from these three great phenomenal bands that were featured in the One Man Metal documentary. And they are 1. Leviathan, 2. Xasthur, and 3. Striborg. And yes, these three albums are from the three black metal bands that were featured in that One Man Metal documentary. I saw them all the parts of the full documentary on YouTube. I've seen like a lot that has to do with these three bands. Actually, I listened to them a little bit online, and I gotta say, I fell in love. So yeah, today we're gonna review all three of these albums in this one video. So let's get to it. So right now, the first album I'm gonna review is of Leviathan. As you guys can see, this is what the album looks like. And I'll show you the inside. That's really cool with the logo, though. I love when I open that sort of logo. And here it is, the whole inside. So yeah, one thing I'm gonna say about this album is this: that it was pretty fast. It actually had a lot of fast guitar playing, and a lot of fast drumming, and a lot of good vocals. It kind of reminded me of Burzum a little bit. Like I had that Burzum type of vibe that I really loved about this album. It really did. I had that type of Burzum type of feeling because I was listening to it. And I was like, some of these parts sound a lot like Burzum, and that's one thing I loved about this album. Actually, it had like a lot of Burzum influence on it. And I gotta say, that's one thing I love about it. And I gotta say, Leviathan did a great job on this album. The guy who's behind Leviathan, Jeff Whitehead, he's an amazing musician. I just knowing that this album was made just by him, that's phenomenal. Yeah, I gotta say, I absolutely loved this record. Like, a lot of the songs were what you would get from a traditional, everyday black metal type of album. And when I listened to this, I was like, "Ooh, that's good." Really, I loved how it had like a lot of guitar, a lot of like the fast drumming, and a lot of the perfect like vocals, like the. I was like, let it go. Yeah, man, that's some good shit right there. It really was. I'm not kidding. It actually really was some good shit on this album. The album cover is very mysterious, which I really like on it. Very interesting album cover. I absolutely love the logo. Look at that logo for Leviathan. I love that logo. Phenomenal. This is like a piece of art right here. This is like a masterpiece, this album. I can't wait to buy more Leviathan albums, actually, because I'm really looking forward to actually listening to more of what Leviathan has to offer to me. I'll go on Hell's Headbangers and I'll order myself another Leviathan CD because I absolutely love this one. So let's see what else Leviathan has, you know? So yeah, that's what I thought about this album. I thought it was a phenomenal album. If I were you guys, I would go pick this up right now on Hell's Headbangers. This is an absolutely phenomenal album. I love everything about it. I really do. I like that it had like a bosom type vibe to it, so that really caught me onto this album as well, actually. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good album. I would download this on iTunes to tell you the truth on my phone. So yeah, so as you guys know, please check this album out. Leviathan, I can't kind of read the side of it. It has like that very hard to read type of like printing on it. So if you guys know the name of this album, you probably know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so please go buy this album on Hell's Headbangers if you like, and please check out Leviathan. They're a great black metal band. Only by one person, Jeff Whitehead. He's phenomenal. He's very talented. He is very talented, that guy. And yeah, so that was Leviathan. Number 2 is going to be actually my favorite out of the 3. Xasthur. I gotta say, this album was very, very DSBM. If you don't know what that is, that means depressive suicidal black metal. I love how DSBM this album was. It had like that really type of vibe, like that make you feel like very depressed and very sad and down. That's one thing I love about this album. It gives you that vibe and feeling. And the name of this album is called To Obliterate the Oblivious. When I saw this album cover on Hell's Headbangers, I was like, let me buy it. And I loved it. So yeah, this is the outside of the album. This is what the inside looks like of the record. So yeah. And I gotta say, each track on this album was phenomenal. There's nothing bad I can say about these 3 bands that I'm reviewing right now. There's always something good about them. I really love, like, Xasthur a lot. Like, the guy behind Xasthur, I kind of don't have his name memorized. Even the other guy, actually, I only know his, like, black metal name that he gave himself. So, but I'll tell you guys when I get to Striborg. But right now we're on Xasthur. I gotta say, guys, buy this record. If you like some really good DSBM, or you have no idea who Xasthur is, or even Leviathan, as I just reviewed, please listen to Xasthur and Leviathan. The Xasthur, I gotta say, is actually, to me, one of the best black metal bands I've ever listened to. It gave me that vibe of like, ooh, this is so black metal. And it gave you that depressing, suicidal type of vibe of like, oh, like, oh, life is so sad and blah blah blah, that type of feeling. But if you guys are not comfortable with that type of feeling, then don't listen to this record or even listen to Xasthur, because it will definitely give you that type of vibe. Trust me, it will. I definitely know how it is, but I gotta say, I popped in this record actually just like a few days ago, and I just sat there and listened to this thing. It was great. I would listen to this record so many times because I really do. I love this record. To Obliterate the Oblivious, it was really something else. Each track gave off that vibe of like, going do 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 do, and then it goes like you can hear in the background. Like, it's not like the best recording, but like you can hear it go. I was like, see, that's what I love. When you can hear guitar, drums, and vocals, all 3 in one album. Instead of just like having a hard time hearing what's going on, this record gives you that feeling of actually knowing what's going on. And I gotta say, yeah, I love it. So here's the front of the album, if I want to show you guys. Here's the back. And yeah, so that was it for Leviathan's album, To Obliviate the Oblivious, and yeah. Alright, so last but not least is the album from the band Striborg. As you guys hear this, here's the album. The album was called Spiritual Deprivation. And I gotta say, this is a very interesting album. It had like a lot of good vocals, it had a lot of good drums, guitar. I love it. I absolutely love this record. Like it had like the and then I had the like the drums go and then the sweep picking with that black metal usually has a lot when it comes to a lot of good sounding black metal albums. Like let me think. Yeah, like I would say like Mayhem and all that. When that one song from Mayhem. I'm trying to remember what it was called, but I know it had like that type of sweep picking type of action. As I was saying, like Striborg actually here, this album, Spiritual Deprivation, it was a very good purchase. I loved the vocals on this album. I loved the guitar on this album. And I loved the drums on this album. And I loved the vocals on this album. I can definitely tell you this. The guy who made this record and the band Striborg and his black metal name, Sonata, you're very talented. These three black metal bands who I'm reviewing, like Leviathan, Xasthur, and Striborg, these guys are something else. If you've never watched the documentary or even listened to the bands from the documentary, please do. You'll be surprised like how this was all came to be and why they live in isolation from the rest of the world and how they make these really amazing albums. So yeah, this is Striborg Spiritual Deprivation. I actually enjoyed listening to this album. I was like on my couch like I was with the other two, laying back, just letting the black metal flow through. Like I was like, you know what, I'm in the black metal mood. Let's put on some good black metal, and I'm so happy to buy these off of Hell's Headbangers from my check that I got from work. So yeah, I spent it on those three albums, and yeah. And I gotta say, actually, I'm not lying to you guys at all. This album is phenomenal. If you don't like a lot of like eerie black metal and all that, you might get very uncomfortable, and you just don't want to, listen to that. Don't buy it. You'll feel very uncomfortable. And if you like other black metal, then listen to that instead, because this is like the really depressing type of mysterious black metal. Like when I say mysterious, I mean it's not like traditional black metal, like Mayhem, Immortal, Dark Throne, Satyricon, Burzum, and all that. So what I'm saying is like, please buy this record if you're a fan of Striborg like I am, or if you're a fan of Leviathan or Xasthur like I am. So yeah. So overall, I really enjoyed this record. And there's nothing else to say except I really enjoyed this record. And I give it a very good review on this record. Everything about this I loved. I loved the vocals, the guitar, the drums, and everything about it. The vocals, guitar, and drums. What else is there to say that was awesome about this record? So yeah. Overall, guys, yeah, this is the front of the album. This is the back of the album. I'll show you guys the inside. This is the inside of the record. So yeah. So yeah, that was this is the end of this review, actually, yeah. I'm gonna end it off right here, guys. So yeah. So overall, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of me talking about these three black metal bands, Leviathan, Striborg, and Xasthur. So yeah, here they are, all three. So if you're interested, please watch the documentary on YouTube called One Man Metal. It's a 3-part documentary. So please go on YouTube right now if you really want to check it out. I highly, highly suggest you watch it. You will love it like the whole time that you watched it. I highly doubt that you wouldn't like it, but you will love it. You will love it. For those who say, oh, I don't like it, whatever, then you don't have a good taste in music then. Sorry. But for those who really want to watch it and want to listen to these 3 phenomenal albums after, and want to check out these bands more, and after watching the One Man Metal documentary, please do. Because that's where basically I found out about these 3 bands, and I was so fucking happy to watch it. And I'm so very happy that I actually saw it, because I am such a huge die-hard fan of black metal. I love black metal. Just like I made in my video, my favorite genres of metal. If you guys haven't seen it, my 4 favorite genres of metal are brutal slam death metal, deathcore, black metal, and porno grind. So yeah, those are my favorite genres of metal. Because I really love slam, I love just ordinary death metal, I love deathcore, I love black metal, and I love porno grind. Those are like my 5, not 4, sorry, I made a mistake, oops. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, those are like my favorite genres of metal, if you guys didn't know, if you haven't seen that video. So please check it out if you haven't seen that video. It's in my video description, all the way on my videos if you keep scrolling down. Sorry, I have a little cold, by the way. You know, those summer colds. But anyway, yeah, please check out the documentary One Man Metal. It's from this channel called Vice. If you guys definitely probably know what that is, or maybe not. But please check out the documentary One Man Metal. It's about all 3 of the bands, Leviathan, Xasthur, and Striborg. And yeah, please give it a chance if you like it. Please make it a part of your time to actually go ahead and watch it. So yeah, support the 3 guys who are making these beautiful albums from all 3 of these wonderful bands. And yeah, so overall, guys, I'm gonna end the video off right here. I hope you liked my review of Leviathan, Xasthur, and Striborg, and checking out the One Man Metal documentary. So yeah, so please go and watch it if you want. Because, well, why wouldn't you want to watch it? It's a phenomenal documentary. So overall, guys, keep it metal, keep it brutal, keep it awesome. Hope to see you guys all soon in my next video. Have a phenomenal, great rest of your day. And remember, always keep it metal. And good bye. And have a great rest of your day. Alright? And, yeah. Bye-bye.